It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Yes, I'm back home. I'm not feeling real well. I'm in my jammies, but I'm going to do this. How the meek Mayberry choir director became the voice of Batman for a generation. You don't have to be a He-Man to play Batman. Hollywood has a rubber suit to give actors those chiseled abs. Heck, Michael Keaton casually shifted gears from Beetlejuice to Bruce Wayne. But it still might surprise you the actor who portrayed Batman for 15 years from 1968 to 83 was best known as a scrawny nerd on TV. Illinois native Olan Soule spoke with a smooth, sonorous voice that belied his build. He started his career in radio, where his musculature hardly mattered. Soule landed a major role on the radio program Captain Midnight, about a World War II hero who was a blend of Batman, Sergeant Rock, Flash Gordon, and Steve Canyon. Over the radio, he played Agent Kelly, SS-11, a member of Captain Midnight's secret squadron, helping the hero slug Axis baddies. However, when Captain Midnight made the leap to television in '54, the slim Soule could not fill the same role. Instead, he played Dr. Aristotle Tut Jones, a bespectacled scientist in a lab coat. Tut turned up in commercials for Ovaltine, too. Didn't take long for Soule to get shoehorned into the stock geek with glasses role. Heck, on Dragnet, he seemingly wore the same wardrobe, playing forensic scientist Ray Pinker. Ray Pinker also happened to be a real-life forensics pioneer in Los Angeles. And it wasn't long before he was firmly typecast, on screen anyway. If you needed a guy who looked like Mr. Peepers, but thought Wally Cox was too studly, Soule was your man. In the lesser-known The New Breed, a 1961 cop show, he had another lab technician. So when the Andy Griffith Show needed to fill the role of John Masters, the cardigan-wearing choir director and sometimes hotel clerk, it turned to Soule. He made his first appearance in Barney and the Choir and popped up in 4 more episodes between '63 and '64. And around that same time, he could be seen as a court clerk on Perry Mason as the '60s progressed. Soule continued to appear here and there on shows as pencil pushers, doctors, clerks, and other brainy bureaucratic sorts. He was even the go-to guy if you wanted to sell prune juice. Meanwhile, Filmation, an upstart animation studio, was starting to make a name for itself on television as a competitor to Hanna-Barbera. The cartoon house would later become best known for its thriftily budgeted adaptations of the Archies and Star Trek, the animated series. But its big breakthrough came thanks to Superman. The New Adventures of Superman premiered in '66 and brought the iconic Kryptonian to Saturday mornings. Proved to be so popular that Filmation wrangled other DC characters like Aquaman, The Flash, Atom, and Green Lantern, all of whom appeared in the Superman Aquaman Hour of Adventure. The big name missing from that bunch, Batman, who was busy entertaining folks in a hit live-action series, a series with Adam West under the cowl. But come 1968, the Batman television series had run its course. ABC canceled the show, which gave Filmation a chance to jump on the rights and bring an animated Batman to CBS. Funnily enough, in one early 1968 episode of The Adventures of Batman cartoon, Filmation mistakenly put an ABC logo in an animated background, which aired on CBS. The suits at CBS flipped, and Filmation had to go back and draw in a replacement CBS logo for subsequent airings. Whoops. Okay, that brings us to the casting of Batman. Filmation had a history of hiring comedy actors to portray its DC superheroes. Ted Knight from the Mary Tyler Moore Show and Pat Harrington Jr., One Day at a Time, provided the voices of Green Lantern and Atom, respectively, for the example. When it came time to find a Cape Crusader, Filmation utilized the oldest method in Hollywood. Connections, connections, connections. Marvin Miller, who's best known as the voice of Robbie the Robot, like so many actors of his era, first rose to the ranks of radio. One of his gigs was portraying Mr. First Nighter, a dapper and sophisticated theater enthusiast who was the fictional host of the First Nighter program. Each episode had a Mr. First Nighter donning his tuxedo and attending the opening of some stage performance, which was then played out by a regular cast of actors. The anthology series typically dipped into the genre of romantic comedy. From 1943 onward, Olan Soule worked as the male lead. So Miller, who was working as the voice of Aquaman for Filmation, recommended his old colleague Soule for the role of Batman. Lou Scheimer, the co-founder of Filmation, fell in love with his voice. I love Olan's voice. He was just a wonderful guy, truly talented. When you saw him, you were surprised because he sounded 10 feet tall, but he was just this little guy with glasses, Scheimer wrote in his book. And he was gracious. He hadn't done any animated show before, and I think he was a little startled when he found out how easy the work was. Voice actors don't have to memorize anything. No wonder Soule settled into the role. He continued to voice Batman throughout the 70s and into the early 80s. As the character joined Super Friends and jumped to another animation company, Hanna-Barbera. From 84 to 85, Soule voiced his final character in animation. The character turned up in both Super Friends, the legendary Superpowers show, and Superpowers Team Galactic Guardians. He was not Batman. No, he was Professor Martin Stein. Sometimes not even Batman can escape the overwhelming power of stereotype. I'm sorry, but can you see John Masters? I'm Batman. Now sing it, Goober, Gomer, Barney, someone sing. Sorry. And I know this wasn't a lot about Andy, but he's from Andy, and I think it was really cool. I thought it was neat that this little geeky guy was Batman. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. Please check out Classic Real Comedies, Facts, Trivia. What did Max Baer Jr. do after the Beverly Hillbillies? It's pretty interesting. Classic TV Facts and Trivia. This one was really caught me, too. Barbara Billingsley from Leave It to Beaver had some harsh words for Roseanne. Classic Rock Country Music Facts and Trivia. Did you know this? This is how Travis Tritt ended the 13-year feud between the Eagles with his Take It Easy video. This is really cool. So you need to watch that, and because I got a few things to add to that over at that YouTube channel. Faith and Entertainment is on Green and Gold actor Craig T. Nelson. You might remember him from Coach. Says Faith informs every project that he's in. Is this worthy of him? I think this is really cool, and I like Craig T. Nelson a lot. All I got for you guys. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. Not feeling well, so please pray for old Uncle Bob. I'd appreciate it. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.